Dead and a Deadly Deed. Tallulah James Mystery Series Book 3. Lexi Buchanan. Chapter 1. Prologue. The motel was on the edge of town. The neon sign flickered in the dark, casting an eerie glow over the parking lot. Despite its grimy image, the motel always seemed to have a steady stream of customers coming and going at all hours of the night. Rumor had it that our illustrious mayor was a frequent patron. This was our first legitimate stakeout. The previous one hadn't lasted long. We'd waited with Doreen, God rest her soul, outside the clinic in broad daylight. Tonight it was dark and ominous, from our parked position set back from the road. The trees shielded us from anyone watching from the motel. I looked at my friend in the passenger seat. Binoculars were glued to her eyes. They weren't just any binoculars. I had borrowed my father's, which he knew nothing about. They had night vision, which was why I hadn't been able to get my hands on them after telling Penelope. Pen quickly reached out and grabbed my arm. I think that's the mayor. Are you sure? Well, it's his car. I followed her gaze and saw a sleek black sedan pull into the parking lot. He got out quickly, and as he walked under a light, I recognized him. That man looks guilty of something, I said with a sneer. Mayor Tim Murphy looked around as he hurried up the outside stairs and stopped halfway up the first floor. I wonder who he's meeting. Whoever it is, they've obviously been here for a while, because he's the first person we've seen. Either that or they haven't arrived yet, I replied. Wait. 2 more cars just pulled up. Pen jumped in her seat. This is exciting. Not if they see us. Pen laughed. This is the most fun I've had in a long time. I think that's Carlisle. Pen moved the binoculars and looked in my direction. I'm sure it's nothing. Let me see. I grabbed the binoculars before she could complain. He's going into another room. Ground floor. The end one. The door opened. He went in. I think someone was already in there waiting for him. I carefully lowered the binoculars and let Pen take them. You know the Hallens do things that aren't necessarily legal, Pen said quietly. I wouldn't read too much into his being here, Tallulah. I bet it's a business deal or something. Did you see who was in that second car? No. I was distracted, wondering what had brought Carlisle to the motel. I didn't want to think about him with a woman, after the way he'd touched me. He wouldn't be that cruel.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?